Hi my friends, welcome back to KTB Creates. Today I am so excited because I am participating in my very first mystery box challenge. So in case you're not familiar with how these work, they all work a little bit differently. A group of us decided to get together and we each sent a box to each other of all Dollar Tree items. Now in the box, there are 3 mystery items that are specially wrapped, and we have to use those 3 items in 3 separate DIYs. And then the other items in the box can be used, but don't have to be. So we didn't know who was sending our box, and in order for you to see who I sent my box to, when you're done watching here, you're gonna go down in the description box below and click on the link there, and that'll take you to the next video. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm so excited to see what I got, but here's my box. Here it is. So we're gonna go ahead and open it because this is the first time I'm seeing everything is with all of you. So I am so excited. I hope she was kind. Okay, so it says Kim, open first. And look how cute this little packaging is. It has little pink flamingos on it. I love it. Uh-oh. It includes chocolate. That must mean that she went... Okay, so it says a note from Sunbury Housewives with MJ and Shell. First off, it says, Kim, first off, I'm so excited to be part of this mystery unboxing DIY challenge. And I am so sorry if I made the challenge items too annoying. I tried to find things I haven't ever seen done before. Third, I added a bunch more goodies to hopefully make up for it. Enjoy, Shell from Sunbury Housewives. And she sent me a little Snickers bar. Oh boy, now I'm a little nervous. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at how darn cute this all is. It's wrapped so cute in this flamingo bag. We are gonna save the challenge items for last. So I'm gonna put those to the side and then we're gonna go from there. So let's see what kind of goodies she sent. Okay, so we got these cute little cotton balls. Very cute. I don't know if I've ever seen them in my store. Love that. Love, love, love that. Oh, we got a microfiber mop head. That'll come in handy, I'm sure. Oh, we got one of these floating shelves. It's a little black floating shelf, so that'll be cute. Very good. Very good. Oh, this is cute. It's a little photo frame, and it's like shaped like a little camera. I love that. Very cute. Thank you. Ooh, and I love me some ribbons. So I have seen, these are cute. These will definitely come in handy. The little red truck, this gingham pattern, and I love, love, love this farmhouse one. I love all those. I've seen all those before. I do have some of them, but this one, I have never seen this one before. It is so cute. It's like a little farmhouse. It says, like there's a little pig. It says Cluck Farm Fresh. That's so cute. I never saw that. Very nice. You did good. Until I get to my challenge items, I think. And these are adorable. I haven't seen these yet in my store, but they're little tiny like wallet-sized frames with the little clip on the top. So she sent 3 of them. There's one white, one tan, and one black. So very cute. I'm excited. All right. So now we get to check the challenge items. I'm a little nervous, I have to say. All right. Challenge item 1. I don't know. It feels kind of funny. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what we have. I feel bad destroying these bags. They are so cute. All right, challenge item number 1. Oh gosh. It's a turkey baster. It's a turkey baster. That's what it is. What am I gonna do with that? Oh boy. We'll see. We shall see. All right, challenge item number 2. Challenge item number 2. A steering wheel cover. It's like a little, yeah, it's cute. Steering wheel cover in this nice gray, like chamois material. Okay. All right, and then challenge item number 3. What can it be? What is it? Oh, how cute. It's this little hummingbird feeder. I love that. That we could definitely do something with. All right, so I have some thinking to do. So I'm gonna think for a few days. All right, so those are my items. So let's go ahead and get into the crafts and see what I came up with. Like I said, make sure to click in the description box for the next person's video, and then you're going to want to make your way around to all 6 videos within this group that you see here. Everyone will have their link in their description box, and you also want to comment on everyone's video. That will give you an entry into the $50 cash prize. Okay, so here's another look at my 3 challenge items. So we have a turkey baster, a steering wheel cover, and a hummingbird feeder, all from the Dollar Tree. So we have quite the challenge ahead, but I am super excited to show you what I came up with. I also took a shot of all of the other items that were within my box as well, that I could use within my DIYs, but I don't have to. So some really cute items to work with. So I'm excited to go ahead and get started. So for our first project, I'm going to be taking the hummingbird feeder and we're just going to dismantle it. I'm going to use that bottom portion for another DIY. So what we're going to use here for this one is this plastic centerpiece, and I'm actually going to cut the bottom portion off. This is a wood burning tool that I actually just got, and it works really well, obviously, to melt plastic. So that's all I'm doing here is cutting a hole at the bottom of that. Then I'm also going to take this metal flower that I got from the Dollar Tree, and we're going to use that top portion because we're going to be creating a mini cloche. So we're going to decorate the top of the cloche with that piece as well. And then we're also going to use that other piece at the bottom. So we're going to make a base for our cloche. So I took one of these wood rounds that I had gotten at the Dollar Tree as well. And I'm just going to spackle that little hole because, like I said, this is just going to be like your wooden base to your cloche, or just something nice and decorative to put your cloche on. And I went ahead and spray painted any piece that was red, and also that top piece with some black flat Rust-Oleum spray paint. So now all I'm going to do is melt off. I forgot to do this before I painted it, but it's okay because you're not going to see any of this. That's actually the bottom of it that you're going to glue to the wood piece. So I'm just melting off this piece that stuck out so that it'll sit flat on the surface. And then I'm going to take some decorative, this is like a gold lame, like leaf embroidery I bought on Amazon. So I'll leave that, my Amazon store link in the description box as well if you're interested in getting it, but it's really pretty. So I'm just hot gluing it around the bottom edge of this. And that is going to be the bottom of the mini cloche. So this we're just going to glue right to your base. And that way you can actually screw this plastic part on and off so you can change what you put in the cloche. And then that little piece that we took from the flower is going to be like the top decorative piece, and it's going to cover that top part of the hummingbird feeder. And then I'm also going to hot glue just a really small wood bead on top of that metal piece just to decorate it a little bit more and add some more interest to it as well. Next, you're just going to take some florals and greenery, whatever you want to put inside here. Little, like the mini lights would look cute in here as well. So I just took some flower picks and I stuck them up there, and then I added some greenery and some more flowers. And I just think this is a really cute way to decorate even seasonally. And you can change it up because you could just screw that piece back on. So we also have the little flowers that came on that hummingbird feeder. So I did spray paint them as well, and I'm using them to decorate this. So I added one to that top, to the bead on the top of the hummingbird feeder, and then I'm adding two to the base of it as well. And I just think it's such a cute idea. Like I said, it's something that looking at it looks very high end that you would probably spend like $10 or $15 for in at your home goods store. But it costs $1 or $2 to make. I also wanted to mention that there are 2 other mystery box challenges going on at the same time. So you have a whole week to slowly work your way through the videos in these challenges as well. And if you enter their giveaways, you have a chance to win 3 times. The drawing will be held on May 25th. So let's go ahead and get started with our second project. So this, I think, actually ended up being my favorite, and this is using that steering wheel cover. So I just cut it right at the seam, and then I cut it down the center of the steering wheel cover just to cut it up a little bit. And we are going to make a flower display. So what I'm doing here is I cut out a round circle just with some leftover cardboard, and I am just gathering this fabric and hot gluing it to that cardboard just to create just a pretty flower. So I'm kind of showing you here how I went about doing that. So I just puckered it and kept adding glue and just kept puckering it. And I ended up doing like 2 layers of this, so 2 like circles to make it look nice and full. So it depends on how big your cardboard pieces that you have to cover, I guess determines how big of a flower you're actually making. So once you're done with that first circle, I just cut it, and now that I'm showing you how I'm doing like that second inner circle, I'm just overlapping it. So it's giving the nice effect of like, several layers of the flower. And then I went in and added I made a bunch of felt flowers. Now this is felt that I had from Arteza, and it has a sticky backing to it. You're probably better off using just a regular felt with no sticky backing, because you can kind of see that sometimes as you're rolling up the flower. So here I'm just showing you, all you do is cut out like a circle as big or as small as you want, because that'll determine the size of the flower. And then you're just going to cut you can see what I'm doing here. So I'm kind of going in a pattern of a circle, but I'm making like a zigzag kind of a motion with my scissors. Now, I will say that I didn't feel like it made much of a difference doing that zigzag pattern versus like cutting it straight. I don't think it really added that much detail to it, but you'll see what it looks like in the end, and you can kind of determine what you think as far as that goes. And then once you do that, you're just going to simply keep rolling your flower until you're finished with your felt. So that's all you're seeing me do here. And that white part is the backing for that sticky felt, like I said. If you're just using regular felt, I would just like put dabs of hot glue here and there as you're rolling it, but you wouldn't see any of that sticky backing, so it might look a little bit better than the flowers that I did. But I was just using what I had on hand, so I think it came out pretty good. And I just think it's really pretty. It's a really cool way to do some decor that's actually fairly simple. I didn't think it was hard at all. So I'm just showing you what it looks like when you're all finished. Isn't that cute? So I really love this project. I really did. And then I just went ahead in with a couple different shades of blues. I love like all different shades of blue. And then along with that gray from the steering wheel cover, and it just looks so pretty. Uh, and it's a little bit different. It's not as, I'm usually doing a whole farmhouse theme, so this was like a little bit off the beaten path for me. But I just love the way it looked. So yeah, that's all I'm doing here. So I'm just rolling some more flowers, and I made a whole bunch of them, different sizes and some different shades of blue. Then I also decided to go ahead and take that mop head that I got in my box as well. And we're going to make flower with that too. So again, I'm just using some cardboard. I just cut out some cardboard circles, and I'm just taking that mop fabric and I'm just hot gluing it all around in a circle until you cover that cardboard. And the cool thing about the mop head is that you can kind of like turn and twist the fabric, I guess you would call, on it, so that it's either, more white showing or more gray showing. And I kind of wasn't paying attention to that on the first one, but then for the second one, I was like, oh no, I want this to be like all gray. So I'm gonna kind of twist it and only show the gray part of the mop head. So it was kind of cool, and I think it gives a really pretty look. It kind of reminds me of like a peony, is what I'm seeing here, but it's a really fun project to do. And then I grabbed some gemstones that I had laying around forever, and I'm just going to add them to the center of all of my flowers just to give it a nice finished look. You could use like little pearls. I know they sell those pearls at the Dollar Tree, or stickers of some sort, or buttons. You could really add anything to dress these up, but I'm so excited with how this project came out. As you know, I'd like to hear what you guys liked the most, so you'll have to let me know out of the 3 projects that you're going to see today, which one was your favorite. So let me know in the comment section below. Now we're going to take this sign that I had purchased at the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to rip off those little foam flowers that were on there, and they left like a little glue residue, or I guess a lump, I would say. So I'm using my heat gun, which is like a godsend, and I am just going to scrape off those little glue pieces so you have a nice flat surface. That will also be in my Amazon store, because honestly, if you're a crafter, it is such a lifesaver for so many reasons. So you're going to want to check that out. And then I'm just going to take a piece of scrapbook paper. This is the pattern that I'm going to use, and I'm just going to trace the scrapbook paper to the backing of my frame and cut that out and apply that to the frame with just some regular my glue stick. That's all I'm going to use to apply it, and you're good to go. And then if you're anything like me, you'll need to take a good 10 minutes to figure out the layout of all these flowers. But this is what I ended up doing. I also ended up adding 2 little wood blocks to the back of the steering wheel cover flowers. just because they were bigger flowers and I wanted to elevate them a little bit more so that the other flowers can like lay nicely on it. It also makes it like a really cool three-dimensional type of a piece of artwork. So I'm just thrilled with the way this one came out. So this is what it looks like all finished. Isn't it gorgeous? You'll have to let me know what you think. If you are enjoying this video, please go ahead and click on that red subscribe button. I would love to have you join my family here. Also, join me over on social media. Click that like button and share it with some friends because that always helps my channel grow. So for the final project, we are going to use the bottom part of the hummingbird feeder as well as our turkey baster. So I bet you had no idea what I was going to do with this thing because I was struggling a little bit on it, but we are going to actually I'm going to take my wood burning tool again, and I'm going to cut off a portion of this. And I'm kind of cutting it where it starts to, I guess, narrow at the bottom of the baster. So I'm cutting as straight line as I possibly could, and I'm just melting that right off. Then I'm going to take this piece that was also in my box, and I used my heat gun again to warm up the glue so that I could slowly peel off that welcome part as well as much of this paper as I possibly could, because we're going to go ahead and spray paint everything anyways. So with this piece of the hummingbird feeder, I'm going to take these little sticker dots and we're going to cover all of the holes on it. And then we're going to add some more just around the edge of it just to give it a nice little decorative look. I'm also going to spray paint everything with my Rust-Oleum black flat spray paint. I'm a little obsessed with it lately. If you've been watching my videos, you probably gathered that. But we're also going to add a little bit of decoration before we go ahead and do that. So I'm just taking these wood pieces that they're from one of the wooden games at the Dollar Tree. I forget what game it was, some kind of a puzzle game. So I'm just using them to kind of line the bottom of this. This is just going to be like a kind of like a riser, a decorative riser to use for decor and things like that. So I'm just going in and I'm going to hot glue all of those to the bottom of this. And you could actually use it for the top of it or the bottom, however you wanted to do it. But I'm going to do it for the bottom. So this is what it looks like after you spray paint it. Now, all I'm going to do is just put a bunch of hot glue at the bottom of the turkey baster because that actually fits into the bottom of the feeder perfectly. So you don't have to screw it in or anything. This is just for stability. You just want to make sure you stick it in nice and straight. And then just to add a little bit of weight to this because it is a little bit light, I am going to throw in some rocks into that turkey baster just to, like I said, give it a little bit more weight. And then we're going to decorate that. So I took one of these straw hats that you can get at the Dollar Tree, and they easily come apart. So this is what we're going to use to kind of cover up that turkey baster because that's going to be, like the center of your riser. So I don't really want to see any of that. We're going to kind of disguise it. So all I'm going to do is hot glue that in a kind of like a diagonal pattern down the whole turkey baster. And I'm just adding hot glue periodically throughout just to make sure it adheres really well. And now you're all set to go ahead and hot glue that to the bottom. I also folded a piece of that straw hat to the top of that turkey baster to keep the rocks in there while I was hot gluing. And that's all I did here. And then for some extra support, I took those little square wooden cubes and I'm going to hot glue 4 of them kind of around the perimeter of the turkey baster just to, like I said, just to give it something else to kind of attach to and give it much more stability. You can see when I'm going to lift it up and show you, so it kind of makes more sense when you see it, what I was doing there. So that's what it looks like. And then I just added some extra hot glue all around, again, just to make sure it's all sealed in there really well. And this is just a cute little piece that you can use for decorating your home. So I'm going to show you what it looks like all finished. Like I said, it's just something cute and creative and decorative that you can use for your home any time of year. So I wanted to thank you all for joining me today. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please go ahead and like this video. Also, let me know which one was your favorite in the description box, because you definitely want to comment on my video. Click the link to the next person's video so you see who I sent my box to, and you'll be entered. If you comment on everyone's video, you'll be entered into the $50 cash prize giveaway.